of neglect of precious source, will not be refused medications that could save their lives and given instead drugs that numb their senses and take away their willpower so that they can no longer fight. I dream of a day when they'll stop sticking psychiatric labels on our people, run 150 volts of electricity through their brain against their will, or force them to take drugs they don't want. I dream of a day when all our people will live in freedom in their own home, in the community, with all the services and supports which should be ours by right. I dream of a day when they'll stop waving "do not resuscitate" orders in front of our faces when those of us who they consider severely disabled go to a hospital. When they'll stop asking if we really want to live in our unfortunate conditions. When they'll stop thinking we're better off dead. I dream of a day when our people don't have to leave their home state and move to another state because they're in danger of ending up in a nursing home, and because in their home state they cannot get the services that are vital to their survival. And sometimes even after they move, they still get stuck because of bureaucratic bullshit.
Right on.
I dream of a day when the world is a welcoming place, not one that's full of barriers and of prejudice, of closed doors and closed minds. I dream of a day when our young people all get the best education they deserve and are not limited by the low expectations our society has for them. I dream of a day that when they proudly earn that college degree, they can go out into the world and get a good paying job without being discriminated against and without having to be afraid of losing benefits and services. I dream of a day when our people who worked hard to get that job don't have to limit their income, be afraid to get a promotion.
Don't talk about bum around me, man.
Of a day when all our people can live up to their full potential, live the life they want to live, when our brilliant lawyers, as well as our talented artists, can be compensated for the valuable contributions they make without being afraid of losing Medicaid. I dream of a day when we can get married without being afraid of losing Medicaid.
Man, shut up.
Medicaid, for so many of our people, means survival, but it also means slavery, and made to fake poverty in order to receive the health care that should be ours by right. Yes, I dream of a day when health care is a right, an equal right for all of us, disabled and non-disabled alike. When you don't have to be rich and you don't have to be poor, when we can all carry a red, white, and blue national health insurance card that says we can get whatever medical care and whatever services and supports we need simply because we live in a civilized country. I dream of a day when the goals of the ADA, equal opportunity, full participation in society, independent living, and economic self-sufficiency will finally be achieved. When the promise of the ADA will be fulfilled. When the dream will become a reality. I dream of a day when we finally will be able to stop fighting. I'm getting old. I
Not talking about pop.
When we'll just be proud of what we have achieved, proud of ourselves and each other. I dream of a day when all our people will be free.
Yeah. Yeah.
See them on the street, they're happier with their own kind. Yet some of them are sweet, so step right up, put your money down. Seeing them in a limbless wonder in the sideshow. It's very educational, so bring the children too. It's really quite amazing just to see what they can do. You've been there, some of you. Oh well, put them in a special home. It isn't safe to let them roam. You know, they sadly aren't responsible. They can't care for themselves. It's a shame we have to lock them up. They really aren't too bright. The good ones will behave themselves, and the bad ones always fight. So come right in, take a tour around. Here's Carrie, the crippled spastic in our playroom. Be sure to bring your checkbook. It really is worthwhile. It's guaranteed to warm your heart. Just see them smile. And they're cute when they're kittens. Oh, well, some of us are full of hope. Someday they'll stuff envelopes, or weave a pretty basket, or simply tie their shoes. We know they'll never wander far, but one thing's very clear. We'll pick them up if they escape. And we'll bring them right back here. So come right in, take the tour around. Here's Ron and Rosie, retard in the workshop. They do the same thing every day. They're happy here, you see. It's kind to help the hopeless. We're sure that you agree. And once a year we'll come around, house to house and town to town. You know you'd have to be quite heartless not to pity these poor kids. Of course, some of them are living to be 70 or 80 or 90 these days. The stars are on the telephone. They cry on cue each year. Your pledge can point us over the top, so wipe away that tear. Please call us up, pledge your money now. And you can watch us on the TV in your own home. Remember us at tax time. Remember what we do. We need your dough to help our kids. But the telethon's for you. When you get old, you'll need a place to stay. Just like Sadie, the senile spinster off her rocker. Oh, we know she'll never venture on, but she'll be leaving soon. The place is very clean and nice. And we're saving your room. Live in our own homes, we want to live. Don't lock us up, we all want to live. How about this? We don't want to live in a nursing home or any other kind of institution. We don't want to live in a nursing home, we want to live. We don't want to live in a nursing home, we want to live. We don't want to live in a nursing home, we want to live. Don't lock us up, we all want to live. We want to live in freedom now. We want to live in freedom now. We want to live. We want to live in freedom now. We want to live. We want to live in freedom now. We want